Okay, this is solving absolute value equations and inequalities. So we are on the back side, page 106, number 13. On page 106, number 13, it says the absolute value of 2x plus z plus 2y. And it says evaluate. So go ahead and pause the video and try yourself and see if you can do it, obviously. So x is 2.1, so I have absolute value 2 and 2.1, plus my z is negative 4.2, absolute value plus 2, and my y is 3. So I would take 2 times 2.1, that would give me absolute value of 4.2 minus 4.2, and then add 6. 4.2 minus 4.2 is absolute value of 0 plus 6. Well, absolute value of 0 is 0 plus 6, so that would give me 6. Number 25. I am given the absolute value of 4t minus 8 equals 20. Pause the video and try. If they give me 4t minus 8 equals 20 absolute value, I'm going to put negative 20 on the other side. That means my bars go away. I need to solve for the middle, so I'm going to add 8 to all sides. That gives me 28. 4t equals negative 12. Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. That gives me negative 3 equals t equals 4 can go into 28, 7. There are my answers. Number 28. Pause the video and try. On number 28, I'm given absolute value of 1/2. X plus 5 equals negative 3. Now I told you that we actually cannot start off with a negative. This is impossible. Right off the bat, I would say no solution. We cannot solve with something with a negative already begun. So go ahead on number 40. Pause the video and try. On number 40, we have 2 absolute value h minus 3 equals 8. I need to get the h completely by itself first. So the 2 and the minus 3 is on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3 to both sides first. I cannot put equals negative 8 yet. So I'm going to add 3. So I got 2 absolute value h. That gives me 11. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to divide by 2. So I get absolute value of h equals, that would give me 5 and 1/2 if I divided. Absolute value means the positive and the negative. The h is by itself. That is my answer. If I have anything on the outside of my absolute value, I must get rid of it first. Some of my other classes didn't have time with this example on the front. I had to get rid of the 9 first. So that would be absolute value negative 7n minus 10 equals 4. Now I would take negative 4. Page 314, number 1. Page 314, number 1. On page 314, number 1, I am given the absolute value of a minus 5 less than 3. So I'm going to put the same sign and put negative 3. That means add 5, add 5, add 5. So that would be a is less than 8 and a is greater than 2. It says graph the solution. So 2 is here, 8 is here. A is less than 8. Less than means to the left. A is greater than 2. That means greater than 2. That's how my graph would look. Number 11. Pause the video and try yourself first. On number 11, absolute value of 3h minus 3 is less than 12. So the absolute value is by itself, so I'm going to go ahead and put negative 12 to both sides. I'm going to add 3 to everything. That gives me negative 9, 3h in the middle, my sign, 9. So now I can go ahead and divide by 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. I'm given negative 3 less than h less than 3. If I were to graph this, h is less than 3. So here's 3. Less than means to the left. H is greater than negative 3. So negative 3 greater than means to the right. That's what it would look like. So it's in the middle. Page 308, number 6. Go ahead and turn to that page. Go ahead and pause the video and try. On that, it wanted us to solve these two. And so if I add 6 to both sides, I get f less than 11. If I add 4 to both sides, I get f greater than or equal to 6. I need to graph both of these. F less than 11, so here's 11. Less than means to the left. F is greater than or equal to 6. 6 would be over here. Greater than or equal to means to the right. Bolded in circle. Number 8. Pause the video and try. On number 8, we have y, so I'm going to add 1, add 1. I got y greater than or equal to 8. I'm going to minus 3, y is less than negative 4. If I graph this on a number line, y is greater than or equal to 8. So closed circle, greater than means to the right. If negative 4 is over here, y is less than negative 4. That's how it would be graphed. Number 10, pause the video and try. On number 10, now I have it in the middle. So I'm going to take minus 7 to everything. It's minus 7. So that would give me negative 12, less than 3p, less than or equal to 15. Divide by 3 to everything. I get negative 4. That's what I would get. If I were to graph this, negative 4 would be over here, 5 could be over here. P is greater than negative 4, open circle greater than. P is less than or equal to 5, so that's what it would look like. Number 11, pause the video and try. On number 11, minus 4 to everything. That gives me negative 7 less than or equal to 7c less than 14. Divide everything by 7. I get negative 1 less than or equal to c less than 2. If I were to graph this, I would be c is greater than or equal to negative 1. This would be c is less than 2. That would be my solution. Page 148, number 2, pause the video and try. Page 148 gave me two squares, or gave me two rectangles, and it says find the area of x so that x would match. Or sorry, find x so that the areas would match. So I need an equals in the middle. So page 148, number 2. Okay? So this side, area means multiply, so 15 times x. Down here, I would have to take 25 times, so 25 times x minus 6. So I would go ahead and I would distribute. 15x equals 25x minus 25 times 6 is 30. That is 1215, so 150. I'm going to take 25 minus 25x. That gives me negative 10x equals negative 150. Divide by negative 10, and x equals 15. Page 141, number 35. This time, it told me I need 3 consecutive odd integers that has a sum of 63. Make sure you read the question in the book. So page 141, number 35. Page 141, number 35. Okay? So, my first number I never know. If it says consecutive odd, I'm going to add n plus 2 and n plus 4. So that would give me 3n plus 6 equals 63. Minus 6, 3n equals, that would give me 77 divided by 3. 77 divided by 3. 3 goes into 7 twice, which is 6. 17. 3 cannot go into 17. This is not possible. There is not 3 numbers in order that are odd that would add up to 63. Not possible. Page 140, number 24. Pause the video and try. Here is my word problem. I have to identify my x first. If I identify my x has to be Brenda's age equals Brenda's age. Every time I see Brenda's age, I'm going to put my variable in. It says Max is 4 years younger than his sister Brenda. So Brenda, and it says Max is 4 years younger than. Younger than means to subtract, put it to the back. Max is 16 years old. So x minus 4 equals 16. He is 16 years old. I would add 4 to both sides. Brenda has to be 20. Page 17, 1a. We need to identify the rules. Pause the video and try. So the first thing that I recognize is 4 times 2 gave me 8. The only one that tells me that is the substitution. Then they took 8 minus 8 gives me 0. That is the additive inverse. Then they gave me 2 times 3 gave me 6. That is substitution. 6 plus 0, so 0 plus anything is itself. That is the additive identity. Page 13, number 47. Write down the problem and try. On this, I have to start in parentheses. So 25 plus bracket, 16 minus 3, and then 3 times 5. So I have to multiply before I subtract. So that's 16 minus 15 plus 12 plus 3 is 15 over 5. 25 plus 16 minus 5 is 1 plus 15 divided by 3 is, or 5 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 25. That gives me 29. Page 15, number 66. Page 15, number 66. Which is the first incorrect step? We have to do parentheses first, so they took 2 to the third, which is 8, that's true. 2 squared is 4, that is true. Then they multiplied and they got 120, that has to be true. Then they multiplied and got 28. They did in parentheses first, that's true. They added, so that's 130, and then they got 28 minus 2 is 26, that's true. But when they divided, they actually took 26 divided by 130, not 130 divided by 26 to get 1/5. So the wrong step is step 4.